Okay guys, so this week we're working on our 70 Hemi Charger and our 1970 Cuda 340 automatic rear window louver car. I want to get the sheet metal put on. That's the doors, the fenders, the hood, okay? Once that's done, I want to raise it up in the air and get the drivetrain installed. That's the motor, the transmission, the K-member, the rear axle assembly. Before we do the drivetrain, Alyssa, you need to put all the markings on. So I'm going to work with you on the finer points of detail, all right? I'm going to work with Alyssa on the installation of all the assembly line markings and the original part numbers. I think she's going to do really well at that. Meanwhile, the rest of us can start putting the rest of the sheet metal on the car. So by the end of the week, I want that on. I want the drivetrain in it, and I want all the sheet metal on it. Bob's little 1970 Cuda 340 rear window louver car, I want to get all the rest of the back end of that wrapped up so that we can move it forward towards getting it done in the next 2 weeks. We still got our little 340 Cuda over here that we're running a little bit out of time on. I think we're okay, but we got to keep pressing forward. Just because we have something over here doesn't mean we don't have something over here or over there. So between everything, I think we're going to have a really good week. So we're going to run out of time soon on it. Feels like we're doing really good because we're knocking out a lot of hardware, but tomorrow's going to be here before you know it. So let's rock and roll. You take those 2 seats up and put them somewhere in his parts room so we have that bench to work off. I want to get all of the bolts set out for the fenders and the doors for this car so we can get the sheet metal.
So you want that whole thing cleared off?
I want the whole thing cleared off unless it says Hemi Charger.
Okay.
Working on the balance that Mark and I started yesterday, and nothing's lining up.
Bro, you need a toupee, I decided, buddy.
No, I'm fine.
I'm sick of your bald head, man.
No, I'm fine.
Tired of it.
Well,
You need a toupee, and that's what I'm going to buy you for your birthday, bud. A good look. I just watched Seinfeld where Costanza got one. You look good in it.
You want.
Elaine hated it. See,
This back's not lining up.
Okay, you want to stop screaming for a minute? I think we had the wrong hardware in there. I think these are okay that we did, but I think these are too big. Look at the factory size of the stud. See, that'll allow us, I think, more latitude. Gosh, those are so small.
Nice. That will allow for more adjustment.
It will, yeah.
Where do you want the 70 Charger parts?
They can just be out.
This will all be here then?
Yeah, we're looking, what I'm gonna be looking for is the hardware that holds the doors and the fenders on. So you're gonna need to get things out.
Okay.
And we're gonna need door latches too.
Okay.
You're butting up against it right there.
This doesn't go anywhere.
That should move over a little bit.
It fits the hole perfectly.
It does there, not when you move it over.
The thing about the Valance is the body men should always take the time to pre-fit them. In this case, they didn't take the time to pre-fit them, so it means extra work for us to be able to get the style lines on both sides to line up, along with lining up with the center bracket and the rear body panel. We'll get there, it just takes a little bit of extra time if the pre-fit isn't done.
Mark thought these were the right ones first, but as it turns out, they were wrong. These were for the Valance clips, and Mark was guessing that these were right, and they're not for this car. They're right for some of the B-bodies, but the E-bodies use the smaller one and the smaller clip. That way it gives you a little bit more adjustment in the Valance.
Yeah, I did have the wrong diameter of stud, but at least I knew that it took a stud, okay? He would have been putting bolts in there. He'd been wrenching it like crazy trying to get into this no access area. And Roy's just looking for any chance that he can be the man. Once you get the rhythm, once you get her going there, you know.
Come on, get rhythm.
You got none, buddy. Huh?
I got more rhythm than you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Roy, you haven't got any rhythm, bud. I'm sorry. I see chattering your teeth and tapping your foot to the ground nervously is not rhythm, bud. Rhythm, you see me dance, okay? That's rhythm.
We've all seen you dance. It looks like a spasm.
While Royal and I are working on the 7340 Cuda rear Valance, I've got Will out looking for the correct hinges that were pre-fit already for the doors for the 70 Hemi Charger. Will has been doing an outstanding job. He's a team player. He's working his butt off to make this work, and I'm very proud of him.
No hinge.
No hinge.
There's 2 boxes over there.
Damn it.
But not a hinge.
Okay. This is exactly the way you don't want to start a week. Missing a door hinge, missing a bolt, because today it's just those 2 little things. Tomorrow somebody will have misplaced the engine out of the Challenger. Let's go for a walk.